There we go. How you everybody doing? Welcome to Bitcoin Daily, 9 a.m. to the time on the dollar. Sometimes. Today we're almost on the dollar. Hope you're doing well. We had a terrible weekly close, but there is a but. There is a very big but, and I'm gonna tell you the but. We're gonna talk about the but before we do that, hope you're doing well. Ethereum right now also a little bit down. Bitcoin's down 1.47%. Ethereum is down 1.6%. Ethereum didn't have as bad close as the weekly close on Bitcoin, and the bad close that we had on the weekly time frame is this one over here. As you can see over here right now, we are pulling back towards downside below the moving averages. But what you can see on the Ethereum chart over here, we just came to the moving averages. Right now we are a little bit below that. We even tapped the 20 moving average and bounced off of that on Ethereum, but Bitcoin on the other hand did break down below the level, a very important level over here. It did not, so it is below the moving averages, but it's not below the support over here at 61.4, 61.5, give or take. So we are still doing fine. We are still doing fine. Again, it is a terrible weekly close. It would have been even worse if some kind of trend line was broken. If we close this weekly close below the 61.5, that would be even worse. But guys, but it's all good and dandy. Again, it is, I mean, how can you feel bad right now? It is summer, it is sunny outside, it's only good moves. Ethereum ETFs are coming, the pump is about to happen, but everybody is bearish. So over here we managed to close below the line. Over here on the daily time frame we are still pushing back towards downside. What you're gonna see over here right now on the daily time frame, we are right now at 30 levels down here, 30 levels on the RSI. Last time we had these kind of low levels was all the way back in August over here when we dumped towards downside. This the bottom down here when we jumped down in March was also level 30. Over here we had 30 levels. But what you're gonna see every single time we get to these kind of levels, besides over here, this was just after the capitulation phase up here, so we went a little bit more towards downside. But every single time we have these kind of low levels, there is the bottom, guys. There is the bottom. Over here you'll see we came to some kind of 33 levels and pumped. Right now we're sitting at 30 levels over here on the RSI and still looking to bounce. I'm going to show you when and how this is actually going to happen. Over here the momentum is still kind of bleeding sideways. Over here it's going very steeply towards downside over here, but there is a very good chance right now that it is going to start losing the momentum and continue rising towards the upside. Cannot see that actually. Over here we see that the momentum is actually increasing on the 2-day time frame, so we don't have the increase just yet. We don't have this pivot point just yet on the chart. 3-day time frame as well, pushing back below the 50 moving average. There is no loss in momentum. Weekly time frame is in fact increasing towards downside over here right now, but this is just right now, and it's a little bit hard to say what's going to happen next when it comes to weekly time frame and momentum. Now the 50 level over here on the RSI on the weekly time frame, which is actually a lot more important level, we still haven't broken that. We are technically breaking, as you'll see, the trend line over here, the RSI trend line. We are technically breaking that, but we just bounced off of that line right now and we are technically breaking. So the reason we are breaking that right now is because of this red candle over here. So that is the thing that's actually breaking the RSI trend over here right now. But if this just becomes some kind of weekend and pumps back towards the upside, we will bounce off the support level. So what you see right now is that we are right now sitting on the RSI support level on the weekly time frame. On the daily time frame we get these very overextended towards downside levels on 30 levels over here. And what you're gonna see on this chart over here, I got some kind of very nice lines over here. I'm gonna remove the moving averages because we don't need that right now. We got a channel we got a channel, guys. We got a channel and we get a falling wedge at the same time. So you know, if you look at these yellow lines over here, this is a falling wedge, and I explained this how this oftentimes works. Basically, the falling wedges are very, very bullish, but when they do tend to break towards downside, what you do is you get into some kind of capitulation phase before you actually go try again to break towards upside. So the thing that I'm seeing right now on the chart is that right now we are breaking down outside of this falling wedge. Whether we're gonna go some kind of something, you know, some kind of 50-60 levels down here again or something like that, I don't know. But this right now is what's happening right now, is a capitulation move over here during this phase towards downside. So right now I'm looking to, you know, push a little bit more towards downside over here, get some kind of very, very, I mean, the 4-hourly right now is extremely right now is at 27, it's at 25 now. It can pull down even lower than that. Over here we got some kind of 22 level before we actually bounced over here towards upside. These levels down here were around 25 level, and they actually continued. You can see over here it was some kind of 24 level, but it was keeping these very, very low levels over here before it actually bounced. And so right now what you're seeing over here on the chart is falling channel is right now going into some kind of falling wedge, and this falling wedge is actually breaking towards downside. So the way I see it right now, it is capitulation phase move when it comes to Bitcoin. A lot of people are in extreme fear, I would assume. I actually don't know. Let me just check it out over here. Not this one. Bitcoin Fear and Greed Index. Bitcoin Fear and Greed Index right now. We are right now neutral, but I would say it's a little bit more fear than neutral, because especially after this weekly close, because all of these, you know, TA guys will suddenly start coming out how, you know, breaking the support of 10-20 moving average is bad, breaking some kind of trend is bad, or whatnot. You know, I'm here to tell you it's not that bad as it looks, and it's actually very good. The reason it's actually very good, because every time we have, you know, mass panic, you know, that's when we get some kind of bounce. So if you're gonna have some kind of bounce right now, it is time very, very soon to get that you know, mass panic and bounce over here towards upside. Now that bounce might actually be the very, very start of the next move towards upside over here, because you know stuff moves in trends. Stuff moves in trends over here, and once one trend is finished, it starts new trend. So once this trend actually breaks, we're gonna start having a secondary trend somewhere over here, right, to either sideways or towards upside or something like that, right? But we are waiting right now to change this trend ever since, you know, 71, 72k is up here towards downside. It's been just, you know, steadily been bleeding towards downside. It's just kind of exhausting the move. And altcoins right now are at you know, I don't think altcoins can go down to bottom anymore. I mean, everything is as much down as it is already right now, sitting at these 30 levels. And let me see over here a little bit over here. Yeah, it's hard to say that, you know, it's hard to say right now that we will, for whatever reason, you know, just continue dumping towards downside over here, below the support levels over here towards downside. I think at least there should be some kind of bounce that tests some kind of trend over here towards upside before next move towards downside. Either way, I don't see any kind of, you know, bearishness in the charts. Yes, we did break towards downside over here on the weekly time frame, but it looks fine. The major support level is at 61.5. As long as we don't break that on the weekly time frame, I think we're good, guys. I think we're good. Morning, Muzamil. How you doing, man? Anthony, good morning. Everything will be fine in the end. In the end, everything will be fine, and we are doing fine so far, the way I see it. Good morning, Greens Goblin. How you doing, man? So only 12 people here, so I won't keep you, you know, too much when it comes to chart. We will be having trading stream. I don't think it will be today, because I did not sleep well last night, and I want to get a good night's sleep before we do trading again. So there will be no trading challenge today. Unless I sleep during the day, you know, take a little siesta or something like that, there will be no trading challenge. But there will be trading challenge tomorrow, so you're welcome to check it out. Anyways, monthly time frame, we still got nothing left. We still got 1 week until the monthly time frame closes. So this is actually going to be very, very exciting to see how this actually closes over here. We got our major support levels down here at over here at 62k and this one as well. So you can see right now that this monthly candle is pulling back pretty hard towards the downside, but the way you see this is actually going in some kind of bear flag move over here right now. Even if we break support level over here, you know, as long as it can actually hold, we might see continuation towards upside eventually. But either way, 6 days 17 hours until weekly monthly close. 6 days 17 hours until weekly close. So everything is closing in 6 days and 70 hours. So this week is going to be very, very exciting because the monthly candles are actually very, very important. On the monthly candles, we still have we still don't have the trend, you know, trend breaking or anything like that on the monthly time frame. We just have a little bit pullback over here on the momentum, but that is very, very normal when you're going through consolidation phase and so forth. I mean, it does look nice, guys. It does look nice. So far so good. And this consolidation phase has been, you know, lasting for a little bit too long, the way I see it right now. This has been lasting for how many weeks right now? This weekly time frame, 16 weeks. So this is one of the most, you know, biggest consolidation phases right now that we have. I don't know if this is the biggest concern. I mean, if you look over here at this consolidation phase over here lasted until we actually broke it over here, you know, 69 weeks. So, you know, this was a lot more painful than this is right now. So there is that. There is of course other charts that people are looking at, you know, at what point we start pumping and stuff like that, right? So everybody's looking at these highs over here. Once we break these highs, you know, we start pumping, and right now we are looking at, you know, to break these highs and, you know, start pumping, and, you know, that's what most people are looking at. I'm not really, and also the trend line over here looks broken, right, on the weekly time frame. It isn't broken because this candle over here, no, sorry, it is broken actually, in fact. So if you go to the line over here, this actually broke previous week over here right now. And the question is whether this is the correct trend line or not. But we also know that once you actually break it, you can just come right back out of that again towards the upside. And if that happens and we break some kind of, you know, very high levels over here at 71.3, 71.4, something like that, we are looking very, very majestically good towards the upside. I'm still not bearish. I still don't see, you know, major break in the trend over here. Like if you look at a monthly time frame, everything's still nice and dandy. We are not haven't broken the trend. The momentum is being lost a little bit over here towards the downside, but nothing major. And yes, we got this some kind of double top over here at the upside, but until we actually break 61.3 or something like that, we are still good. So right now it is Monday. It is starting pulling back on the day one. The worst part of the weekly candle over here is that there is no bottom wick down here. There is literally no bottom wick on the candle. So I'm a little bit unsure what this means, but right now, you know, we're just gonna bounce over here towards the upside. And for what you can see, there is, you know, very little top wick over here. So it might be that we are creating bottom wick right now, and then, you know, end the candle very, very nicely. Either way, the week will be very exciting, I think, because like we said, monthly candle is gonna close in 6 days and 17 hours. So, you know, there is that. 200 daily moving average. Nah, no way. That's no way. No way, Homigo. By the way, how you doing, man? Good morning. I've been looking at, let me just go a little bit back over here. I don't know when you popped into the stream, but I'll go a little bit back over here. And there we go. Where is it? There we go. And if you look at this 4-hour, you know, 4-hour channel, I think right now, especially right now that you know, this is creating falling wedge the way I see it over here right now. What is it over here? Falling wedge, and it's right now going into this capitulation phase. So the way I see it, lowest we can go right now is somewhere around you know, 60.1 or something like that, give or take. I would say anything below the line over here. And 60.1, you know, 62.5 right now we are below that, but you know, everything all the way down to 60.1, 60.2 give or take. I think we can go towards that. I don't see right now any kind of lower levels than that over here. This is right now on the 4 hour we are at 24 RSI. On the daily we are sitting at 30 RSI. We can push down a little bit more, but I don't think we're gonna break the channel just yet. Now capitulation might actually come outside of this falling wedge, which I think is going to happen. Worst case scenario is it breaks below the 60k and we get a capitulation over here. So it's either be gonna here or here, but I believe right now very strongly that because we have a falling wedge inside the channel up here, that we are gonna have some kind of capitulation over here before we actually bounce towards the upside. We broke the wedge. Yeah, we are breaking the wedge. So the way I see it, we are going inside into the capitulation move over here towards upside. It's a very common pattern. You go into wedge, you break that, you try to break, and then you go in the opposite direction. It is a falling wedge though. It is a falling wedge, so it looks nice. So not gonna, you know, analyze too much right now, but at least that's what I want to say. You know, even though the weekly candle looks bad, it's not actually that bad, right? So whatever other people tell you, you know, just disregard them. Ethereum is not breaking anything. Ethereum is actually holding very nicely over here at 1020 moving average. So you haven't broke the support down here. It was another support over here. I think this one support over here is broken right now. This one of these small ones, it's got broken a little bit towards the downside. Monthly candles up here, nothing major happened. Still again 6 days and 17 hours left. We got a bullish engulfing candle up here right now, just pulling back a little bit towards the downside. So I mean, I think we are a little bit overextended up here. There is a divergence up here at the top, and momentum is going towards the downside. But I don't know. Weekly just going a little bit too fast towards the downside. DM photograph Kaido, man. Anyways, guys, that was a quick and dirty, you know, Bitcoin daily on a Monday, because, you know, Mondays are very exciting. Everything is down by a bunch. The other thing that are interesting to look at is the Bitcoin dominance on the weekly time frame. Triple top up here, 1, 2, 3 tops up here. Still haven't pushed back towards downside over here. I still believe that, you know, this move up here is gonna eventually break over here towards downside, and we are looking at another move down over here. So Bitcoin dominance is gonna lose the tempo eventually. I think it's already lost the tempo. I don't know. I don't know how this is gonna recover towards the upside, but it is holding, for example, over here on 3-day time frame. It is holding these moving averages up here. So we're gonna see how this actually plays out. But, you know, right now it has like 3 tries to get back inside this channel over here towards the upside. Failed all 3, so, you know, regardless, I still believe there is more probability towards downside and upside when it comes to Bitcoin dominance. Ethereum Bitcoin chart actually held very nicely over here. Now, unfortunately, we got this doji up here that might actually push us towards the downside. We are still just, you know, had this, you know, bullish engulfing candle up here on monthly time frame above the support level. Still 7 days left, so hopefully this holds and we keep above the support level over here. But over here we just looks like we're just consolidating so far without analyzing, you know, any further over here. We're still looking for a move towards the upside eventually. The biggest moves are coming, people. People are on vacation, nobody's trading, nobody's investing, nobody's doing nothing. But, you know, take 1 more month. You know, we are coming into, you know, right now we're coming into July, then it's August, September, October. Like, everybody else is at home. They got nothing better to do. Bitcoin now 62,185. Leroy, you are good at reading numbers, man. On my chart it's 62,166. Anyways, guys, thanks for stopping by. I'm off and I'm gonna, you know, continue drinking my coffee and enjoying my day. Hope you're doing well, guys. Hope you're doing well. Remember, it's not over until, you know, big lady sings, right? And until the retail FOMOs and until, you know, stuff starts, you know, exploding like crazy. You know, then it's pretty much over. By the way, let me just, I kind of feel it, but I don't know, you know. I feel it, but I don't know, right? I feel that the trend, is non-existent. This past 30 days. It's just going kind of sideways over here, past 90 days. For less, like, it just slowly been, you know, going down. It's been going down forever, right? This is past 90 days. Let's see past 12 months over here. I mean, right now it's sitting down at 20. This is just Norway. Let's see worldwide interest over here. Worldwide, right now we're sitting at 29. Over here we were at 30, October 30 or 8/14. That was when the all season started. We're sitting at 34 right now. I mean, I'm telling you, less people are interested right now than you know, than before. Less people. Like, how can this be the top when you're at the bottom of the euphoria, right? These 11 up here, October, November 2021. Like, these were some, you know, these were very, very high, and then you're at some kind of top, right? I mean, this top up here around when was that? May 16, 2021. Like, you know, interest was super high. How can we have a top when there is no retail? How can you have a top when there is no exit liquidity? How can people sell when retail is not pouring in money for you to sell? You can say, oh man, this was over here was the top and right now it's pulling down over here. No. Over here, I went July 4. Over here, March. July 4, all the way down to the bottom. That's when over here, November 2021. November 2021 was actually the top up here. This came before that. This was May. From January all the way until May 16. From January, that's over here, to May 16. So this part over here, this part was, you know, the euphoria move. And it pulled back a little bit. Still very, very, you know, very much interest. Then exploded again a couple of times. June, over here. This was November 2021. Where's November 2021? Around over here. Pull back a little bit. And 2004 to present, I don't know. It just feels like there is no exit liquidity, you know, just feels like that. If you had a lot of Bitcoin or Ethereum or anything like that and you want to sell right now, I mean, there is nobody to sell to. Who are you gonna sell to? Anyways, guys, have a nice day. I'm gonna, you know, be around when it comes to charts and you know, trading challenge, but that will be tomorrow. If something interesting happens, I'll tell you. Anyways, guys, have a nice day. Bye bye.